All right, we're out here at Loftus Versveld and great rugby stadium that we're here today. We actually had a golf day today. Did you enjoy yourself, Jani?
I had an absolute blast today. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, no. Look, I mean, the shots were from our side were not too great, but we'll improve on that.
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't even touch the golf club, did I? I just had an amazing time. It was awesome. It's an awesome bunch of people. I love everybody at Loftus. Very good relationship.
So, I mean, we had a bit of a boxing day because we had Tommy Oosthuizen coming out today as well. Are you looking to put him on your next show?
Of course. Yes.
So it's in the plans.
Always in the plans.
And let's go back to your last show because Tommy did fight on that one with a whole bunch of other people as well. Chris Thompson was on the bill. Assess your tournament, your last one.
Assess it?
Yes.
It was probably one of the most challenging tournaments I've ever had to put together due to COVID and all the other regulations and everything that goes along with it. But it was one of the most stimulating. It was very, the feedback that I got was all very positive. The show everything was just awesome to be back there again. It was just so good to put a show up again, to have entertainers again, to have the boxers fight their heart out, the lights, all of it.
We used to seeing you at the Sun Arena, and this time obviously there was no crowd, so you changed your venue, but it was an awesome venue.
Yes, I did. We had it at the Metropolis the last time, and like you rightfully said, Sun Arena, because it's such a beautiful venue and because it's so big and extravagant, for a lack of a better word, it doesn't make sense to only have 50 in your audience or just everybody that partakes in putting the show together. So that's why we moved it to a more practical venue. But there's a lot in the pipeline.
Well, let's talk about, or can we talk about the next one?
I don't know. We can, I suppose.
Right, well, in principle, what are you thinking? Because obviously the government said that there are people allowed back in venues again, so you must be planning around that.
I am. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna maximize. That's all I can say right now. I'm gonna maximize the audience to the extent that we possibly can, and it's gonna be one hell of a show.
Is there any particular boxes that will feature? I know maybe you're still matching fights and sort of organising, but are there any sort of standout boxes that will be on the bill?
We are still matching, and I don't want to say too much. We are busy putting the fight card together, so I don't want to mention too many names. Obviously, Tommy will be featured, that I can discuss so far, and the rest we're still negotiating.
Is this Battle of the Warriors 7?
Yes, it is. Battle of the Warriors 7.
So you said something to me about once you get to 10, you're going to do something?
So the plan is to do Battle of the Warriors up to 10, and then I'm doing something really big that I also can't discuss right yet.
Killing me.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I can't say what I was. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can tell you, but then I've got to tell everyone. And we can't do that yet. But yes, let me put it to you this way. South Africa, get ready. You're in for one hell of a show.
And you're sticking it out in Pretoria. I know you can't say when, where, everything like that, but you are going to be in Pretoria.
Yes, Pretoria is my turf.
Why is Pretoria your turf?
I like Pretoria. I like, obviously, I'm very passionate about the Bulls, about Loftus, obviously, and also, Pretoria. It was my hometown until I moved to Joburg in 2014. So, it's just where my roots are.
Are you expecting any Blue Bulls coming to the events, anything like that?
They're always invited. They're always part of. Honestly, they're always invited. They're always part of the VIP crew.
Right, and you mentioned VIP crew because Harry is actually running the VIP gym. He's actually just behind the camera. I know you can't see it on the camera, but working with him, because I've seen that's the start of something.
Yes, of course. So, working with Harry and the dynamic that he has with Tommy, it's been very stimulating. It's been very fulfilling. They've got an amazing relationship between the two of them. We have an amazing relationship. We understand each other. We work well together. It's a pleasure for me to work with people like Harry and like Tommy.
That's what most people would have talked about, like bringing Tommy Oosthuizen back into the ring must have been an extremely difficult task.
For me, it was a no-brainer, so I don't understand why everybody considered it to be a difficult task. I do understand that he's made some bad choices in life, and I do understand that, we've all made bad choices in life. If I had to start talking about what I was like at his age, I was I can't really point fingers, and I don't think anybody else can point fingers either. It's just, some people just happen to end up on the front page of the newspapers when they have mistakes made. Not everybody ends up on the front page of the newspaper. So as a person and a character, it was a no-brainer for me. Honestly, I have a lot of respect for him as a fighter. From a promoter's perspective, he's a brilliant fighter. He's got the determination, he's got the focus. You know that when he's on your fight card, he's bringing his A game, and that's what I've experienced so far. I know that's not what everybody else has been warning and saying, but for me, Tommy is Tommy Gunn. He is just the person he is. And to take any element away from Tommy is just you'll rob him of his character. He is one of a kind.
And I wanted to get your personal opinion on his weight division. I mean, he is campaigning at cruiserweight. You will match him at cruiserweight for his next fight. But is there a part of you that wants him to go down to light heavyweight?
So not right now, maybe in future, not right now. Right now the plan is to stay focused on the cruiserweight division, and that's where our main aim is. So yes, at a later stage, perhaps. Right now we've got some homework to do in the cruiserweight division.
All right, so are you excited for his prospects there?
Yes, very much so.
So are you confident that he regains his sort of stardom?
Yes, he's on his way. He's already regaining it.
Okay.
Strongly, and that is why everybody's got their eyes on him currently to see what's the next step. But what I can tell you is he's focused. What I can tell you is that he's committed, and what I can tell you is Tommy is, honestly, in my opinion, there's not very many fighters in his league. When Tommy gets into the ring with his head focused correctly, there's not really anyone that can stand against him. I know that, you know that, everybody in the industry knows that. That's why everybody talks about him all the time.
So I want to drop a couple of names by you. In South Africa, the obvious cruiserweights like Akani Puzi, Jani Hebler, those sort of names. I mean, are you looking at any of those as opponents?
Yes. So yes, obviously those are the ones that we were looking at. I did offer the fight to Akani, and they decided to not accept it at this stage. So yes, we're climbing the ranks.
I'm assuming you represent Tommy.
Yes.
So that would be the interest fights of the evening. Are there any belts coming up for him? Is it a non-title fight? Are you allowed to say?
Well, right now I can't say too much yet. But what I can say to you is it's going to be one for the fans.
All right. And I just want to confirm who won the golf today. I don't know who, but if you were watching.
I won the golf.
You won the golf.
Didn't you see? I mean, I was the winner, clearly.
Technically, if you don't take a shot. I guess you got the lowest score then, right?
Correct, and isn't that yes, isn't it? Because I think 4 was the highest score, and I didn't score 4. I scored 0, so that makes me the winner.
So it's all about strategy.
Strategy. It's where we're at.
Can you say which fight date is your next fight? Could you at least give us that?
27 November.
27 November.
Yes.
Right. Broadcast?
Always.
Okay. So 100% be broadcast.
Always broadcast.
All right. Commentary gig?
Always.
Okay, just note, I just wanted to check that. I just want to have it on camera.
So is that on camera? Yes, of course, Hayden. Okay. You know this. Battle of the Warriors it's my baby. And there's been a very specific group of people involved from the beginning, and for very specific reasons. It's been successful for that reason. Yeah. It's not just one person that makes something successful. It's not just one element. It's not just the fighter or the trainer or the promoter or the venue or the presenter. It's an element. Everybody.
I like that.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for having a chat with us. Is there anything else you want to leave us with?
No. I'm good.
Simple like that.